Hi, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Cher, and I'm here in cold Sherwood Park, Alberta. And the sun that's been shining lately and melting the snow away has inspired me to think about the barbecue. So, my favorite recipe in the summertime, side dish to go along with anything you're putting on the grill, is my Philly stuffed potatoes. I've renamed them Philly loaded Spudniks because you can make them two different ways. You can make them, and I skipped ahead a little bit on you guys because I didn't want you watching me stuff potatoes for 10 minutes. So here I've kind of skipped ahead, and I will make one small batch of my mix so that you know what's in it, and I can explain as I go. So we can either stuff them the big way, the regular way. We can even make them miniature, and they're really cute to serve that way. And that way everyone can't overeat, and it just seems like they're a little less calories. Well, you can tell the ladies that. They'll buy it. So first of all, I have flesh from the potatoes that I've already emptied out. Actually, I should show you how to do your potatoes. Don't find the flattest part of the potato so that it sits flat on the counter, and then just cut the very top off. That way you've got lots of room to stuff lots of potatoes in. And then just scoop out the centers into your bowl. And this is a pretty quick recipe. You can do it in two loads. You can actually do your potatoes. You can do these a day ahead, so that saves you plenty of time for your dinner party the next night. So you can microwave your potatoes. Now the 6 larger potatoes took 15 minutes in the microwave. These little dudes here, that's about 680 grams of your little mini potato gems, whatever you want to call them. And they took about 10 minutes microwave. Let them cool, scoop them out like I have here in my bowl. And then you simply add all the next 13 ingredients. 1/4 cup of milk. You would have a 1/2 cup of sour cream. You've got 1/2 cup of Parmesan grated. You've got 4 green onions going in. You've got two tablespoons of fresh dill. I like fresh herbs. They have a way better taste than the dry ones, and it just adds a fresh spring flavor. We've got ready-made at your grocer's real bacon bits, not the fake ones. It just gives it a whole different flavor, and this is more true to all the flavors that you want in your potatoes. So here goes 1/2 cup of those. A teaspoon and a half of garlic salt or powder. If you're trying to cut back on the salt, powder will do. A 1/4 cup of butter. And I put in about 4 cloves of garlic. That gives it a real good flavor. So I just mix that with my press. Don't forget, I've already done half the recipe, so I'm just putting the rest of my ingredients in. And a 1.5 cups of fresh grated cheddar cheese of any kind. So there's all your ingredients. You might want some pepper to taste and salt. Gotta have a little salt or the flavor just doesn't shine through. Probably in that batch, half a teaspoon to a teaspoon, depending on your flavors. And the secret ingredient, our Philly, we want to do an 8-ounce cube of that. Once you've got all of your ingredients in here, blend it up. As long as the cream cheese and the butter is at room temperature, it doesn't take long at all. Unless you just want to heat it up just before you're going to whip these together. There's plenty of flavor in here. This is a great way to save a lot of room on your table when you're having guests as well. Because you don't have to put all the condiments out. Sour cream, bacon bits, chives, whatever you're putting on your potatoes, they're already ready to go. So just put it on your plate and off you go. So as long as everything's just blended nicely, you're ready to go. Stuffing is the easy part. Okay, so with this mixture, with the big ones, you just want to, and I like stuffing them nice and full. You may have a little bit of leftovers there, but my kids eat it up. They either microwave it, or you could make potato soup out of it if you have that much, but I don't usually have much left because I like stuffing them good. So it's almost like a meal by itself. So it's a great little way to switch up a stuffed potato. This just has lots of really good flavors in it. You're going to enjoy these. And I have requests for them, so there you go. You will too. One more big one. Oh yeah, these are great. And they look nice. Now they won't look much different. I'm not going to cook these for you, but they're not going to look much different than they do right now. They're just going to be heated through. So you can just put them on a plate nicely. And your little guys. These go good with, I really enjoy these with ribs. It is nice with a steak because it's different than just your regular baked potato and adds a little bit of pizzazz to your dinner menu. But as you can see, it doesn't take too long to get them all stuffed, and when you get them all stuffed, they're so darn cute, you don't care about the trouble that you have to go to make them look good. I can't just put anything on a plate as it is. I always gotta fix it up, because I tell you, when it looks good to eat, it gets eaten. That's my little secret. It doesn't take much to spruce up your plate. A little bit of parsley is the best addition to making it look good. There they are. So there's your Philly loaded spud mix right there. And the other version, now also, if you wanted to have a stuffed potato on its own, you could also serve it up as just as a single serving. You can make it look a little fancy and put it in its own little dish, and there you have a single serving. That's a great main course with a salad in the summer. So there's 3 different ways you can have your stuffed potatoes. And just put the rest of this aside. And I am hoping, oh, don't forget, one more thing. When they come out of the oven, they're not going to look much different than this. Just sprinkle fresh chives on all of them, and they're ready to serve. That just adds a little bit of color, a little more enticing complement to the dish, and there you have it. So I invite you to enjoy these little goodies on for your next barbecue party or your hors d'oeuvre party, because they're fun to pop in your mouth and they just complement whatever you're serving. So enjoy.